Okay. Here we go. This is the one, baby. This is the one. Tainted lost luck, be a lady tonight. Luck be a droleful, souls by the bowlful tonight. I thought the bits were pretty good. Thank you, thank you. This is the one. I'm not happy we wasted our mom's knife run, though. What tainted characters have you unlocked? Most of them at this point. No, I don't think I've gotten... Blue Baby? Or I just got Blue Baby. No, I definitely have not gotten Eve. That's true. I don't think I've even played as Eve. I also don't think I've unlocked Tinted Maggie. Or Tinted Lazarus, maybe? I'm not sure. Dunk, 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 dunk. Ah, yeah, Tinted Keeper I definitely do not have. So we're missing a few still. It's a Tears upgrade. I'm not against it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting the book as well, because it's a nice reroll pedestal. I call them tainted, tinted, whatever. It's all it's... Don't shoot him, dude. Look, I have a lot of strengths. Speaking clearly is not one of them. Let me out. Thank you. How long does it take? Can't glance for a moment. It takes like a minute. We've done it. He's the greatest gamer of all time. It's actually probably faster than getting the kill. Okay. Plum flute. Playtime. Alright, that's pretty cool. It sounds like the opening of a song by the Go team. That being said, you must be rerolled. Alright, down to the next floor. How could you? The spice must flow, baby. The spice must... Yeah, baby. Spice, baby. Luck upgrade, baby. We're gonna die, baby. Yeah. Spice Monday. Hey, could you not fill the entire screen with enemies? Just throwing that out there. Dude, you know, I got cheesed off all over again yesterday. I saw a list of when movies were coming out. Oh my god, it was a great shot. I can't even be mad. I saw a list of when movies were coming out. You know, I bought that lime bubbly that said Minions, Rise of Gru in theaters, you know, blah, blah. You know, it's not coming to theaters until July 2022? That's madness. I mean, I get why, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, they're already doing the marketing for it. I guess it got delayed again because of COVID, but it's a heavy reroll. Why not, dude? Why not? What could possibly go wrong? I guess they already paid the price for the bubbly marketing. It's a collector's item. Gru's plan. If you'll excuse me, could you please give me some of this money? The toys for the movies have been coming out months before the movies. I mean, I can't even... Like, the last movie that actually came out in theaters that was also, like, a wide release was definitely... It was Tenet, right? And then, like, every other movie studio was like, thanks for taking that bullet for us, Christopher Nolan. And then... Thanks for giving us that valuable business intelligence so that we don't send our $250 million movie out to die. Oh, you know what? Kong vs. Godzilla did come out in... It did come out in theaters. That's fair. I think theaters will come back. I mean, like, I know, like, people have different opinions on them, like, especially with the rise over COVID of, like, streaming services and, like, you know, big budget movies coming out on digital. But I think theaters will come back. I think enough people consider them like a primary source of like entertainment, and you know, getting outside of the house. I think they'll have a recovery. I think, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people that hated theaters before the pandemic too. But once things blow over, hopefully, I'm looking forward to going back to the movies. Although it'll be a while as well because we got the kid as well. So, but we'll see. I like going to the theater. I hope when they come back, they're better than they used to be. I don't know. Like, I'd be surprised, I guess. The one thing I will say is that, you know, I mean, I guess it depends why you think movie theaters suck. Like, if you're expecting ticket prices to go down, I don't think that's too likely. Or concessions. If you're expecting possibly having more space between you and your neighbor, then that might be possible. That might be something I wouldn't be too surprised to hear that that's commonplace, but that's all I got though. I'm not an executive in the theater industry. I have no insight. I'm merely an enthusiast, merely a consumer. But I don't know, like, what's the biggest problem people have with movie theaters? Other people talking during the movie, expensive concession prices. For me, anytime I'm annoyed by the movie theater, it's pretty much exclusively other people. Yeah. And I don't know, like, how you're gonna do that unless you just give me private access to the movie theater, but also don't raise prices. So, I guess I kind of take the good with the bad. It's decent. Okay, remind me to drop a trinket. We don't have one yet, but like when we get one, remind me to drop one. No bomb. No bomb. Can of corn. And no, we're not doing can of corn anymore. You could stay home instead? No, I like the theater. Didn't you watch Revenge of the Sith? Only a Sith deals in absolutes, Marty. You can have a criticism about something without, like, just choosing to never interface with it again. Son of a... Hold on. For $1, drop a trinket. Okay, you don't need to remind me to drop a trinket just yet. They let you bring home-cooked food in now? But, like, why would a theater... I mean, I get that this... I think it's just a joke, but, like, why would a theater do that? I'll be honest, I wish, like, concession prices were cheaper, but I think I'm actually kind of happy that most people don't bring in home-cooked food. Like, I don't want to walk into a theater that smells like, you know, oh, like, hey, someone's eating, like, homemade chili fries, someone else brought in egg salad, someone's cracking open cans of tuna halfway through. By the way, we got, like, samosas heating up in the 17th row. Like, I'm kind of happy that it just sort of smells like old chewing gum in there. Can of tuna? Can of tuna will be all right. Exactly. Bringing in my panini press. Oh, dude, you couldn't bring in the air fryer. That thing's like a jet engine. Kimchi jjigae. Oof, oof, oof. It's hot. Kimchi jjigae is kind of hot. Or could you? Why would you spend money to go to the movies when they just advertise to you? I say this with all due respect. And it's going to seem like obvious, I guess, because of the business that I work in. But I'm not one of those guys who is like ever worried about being advertised to. Like I understand that there are people out there that are like that are like under nose. Like I had a friend's dad when I was growing up was one of those people who was like when the commercials came on TV, he turned the channel, but he didn't turn the channel to watch something else. He was just like, I refuse on principle to watch commercials. And I was like, all right, man. Some of them are pretty funny, so you're missing out. Like, have you seen the one that goes like, what's up? But I've never really been that, oh, well, you know, we didn't want the item anyway, I guess. I've never really been like that concerned about being advertised to. I just kind of treat it as like, you know, I don't know, like, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me on this one. Whenever I'm in the theaters and they're playing like, you know, ads for like the Hyundai Elantra or something like that, I'm kind of just chilling. I'm like, whoa, I've never seen this commercial on a screen this big before. I'm eating my popcorn and drinking a soda, like I'm doing okay. And back in my day, you know, when I would go to see the movies as like a 10-year-old, people were like, they hated trailers, which is crazy to me. I was like, the trailers were like half of the price of admission. There we go. I love the trailers. I play a little game with the trailers. In my head, I go, is this movie going to be good or is it going to be trash? And I would say I have an above average hit rate. Not perfect, but an above average hit rate. I also, and I'm not trying to flex here, but if you remember, I can't remember if it was the Game Awards that we did the co-broadcasting for or if it was Sony's State of Play or whatever. But after all the trailers, people were like, "Hey, NL, what's the game that you saw there that you're most looking forward to, that you think's gonna be the best?" And I said, "It Takes Two." You can go back. I mean, actually, the VOD's probably deleted. You can go back. You can look at the chat logs. This looks like garbage. Garbage. Brothers ripoff is made by the same guy, but whatever. I was in there just being like, hey, this looks pretty cool. The developer's got a good track record. The trailer's kind of nice. People being DMCA, look, this looks a bad game. It's ripping itself off. Yeah, go look. I was pogging up for it. I've been wrong about many movies in the past. For example, Bad Times at the El Royale. Saw trailers for that. Thought this movie looked like pure garbage. Actually ended up being pretty good. But the beauty of a situation where like you misjudge a trailer is that you just say, oh, the trailers didn't do it any justice. You just go, oh, bad trailer. You know what? For peace of mind, let's leave 2 trinkets behind here. Let's try this. All 3 of them are pretty similar. I don't know what you are, so let's little Abaddon, baby. Hey, oh yeah, that's right. I remember what you are. It's not bad. Leave these trinkets behind, headed down Can of Corn, and I'll be all right. Dota 2. Anyway, yeah, it's like, you know, if you judge a trailer properly, you go, I freaking knew this was going to be amazing. And if you judge it wrong, then you just go, wow, the marketing team didn't do any favors with this one. I thought it looked like a generic piece of garbage, and turns out it's actually awesome. John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. Sorry. John Madden. Stop. One of these days it's gonna work. John Madden. I will tell you, I do get annoyed. The only time I get annoyed, and so I guess we're kindred spirits here, by advertisements before movies is when I'm on a long flight. Like, okay, so we start the movie, and then it's like, hey, my name's like, you know, Bill Money from like Bill Money Investments. And you're like, okay, hello, Bill Money. Fast forward. And it's, you know, hey, you're already on an airplane, but like, have you considered buying a flight? And I'm like one step ahead of you, and you're like, fast forward. And you're like, bro, I'm like a captive audience here. Like, Just start my movie. This is like the 6th movie I watched over the course of this flight, and it's even worse. Like they don't do any adjustment. God help you if you start watching a TV show, because we get this every single time, and it's amazing. If you start watching a TV show, they still play the same 4 minutes of ads before every TV episode. So if you're watching 10 episodes of television, you know, you're seeing the same ad 10 times. That's why you gotta watch movies instead. Oh, it always shows up when you flawless 3 bosses. That's good intel. Thank you, thank you. Bro. Saved? We can't be dying, like, to this enemy. That's just a sign that, like, we're cursed. We have indeed. We not only have we left a trinket behind, we've left 2 trinkets behind, so we're set. Saved. 3 trinkets? Oh, yeah, okay. 3 trinkets. I meant 2 on the first floor, but yeah, 3 trinkets total. You're right. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't know. I like movies. I like going to the movie theater. I don't mind. You take the good with the bad. I really don't. I don't mind the ads at the movie theater. I do mind other people. I mean, I know what, like, things trigger my anger more than anything else. And I think, you know, everybody's different. For me, it's people that think they're getting away with something but are actually being very obvious in what they're doing. Like, when you reserve seats for a movie, and then you go to sit down in the seat that you reserved 6 weeks ago, and there's people sitting in this seat, and you go like, hey, those are our seats, and they go, oh, are they? Are they? Oh, I thought these were our seats. And I'm like, no, you see here, you're in seat 1A, 2A, and this is 20M. It's in the dead center of the theater, and yours is in the front left corner, because you bought the tickets in the lobby 3 minutes ago. Oh, sorry, we just thought, like, you reserved tickets, like, the day the movie was announced, and then, like, decided not to show up or whatever. Oh, like you're doing right now? So, that's one? Or people who are, like, you know, they're in the movie theater and, like, really sneaky, like, maybe they brought some beer in, and they're like, shh, 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 shh. You're like, can you just shut the frick up and, like, open it? Just open and drink it. You're making it 10 times more annoying by the fact that you're like, nobody knows, dude. You're gonna give us away. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Dude. You just nobody cares is the real answer. Just frickin' open it up. Literally, they're just like, I hope they don't get so drunk that they throw up in the theater halfway through the movie. That's the only thing people are worried about. Shut up. I can handle my alcohol. You don't even know. Yeah, just bring a flask or do what other people do and have, like, you know, 6 beers at happy hour and then just smuggle them inside of your liver. It's not that complicated. You drink a beer, you little shut. No, it's like, I mean, I'm not even saying it's a good item. Honestly, the flies are pretty good too. Why not? That's helpful. No, it's not that I hate fun. It's just like, you know, different things bother different people. For me, the thing that makes me, like, super angry is when people, I have no idea what in my childhood caused this. People who think they're getting away with something that they shouldn't be doing, but are actually being, like, 10 times more annoying by thinking that they're getting away with it while being very, very obvious about, like, making it as clear as possible that they're doing something badly. Yeah, we're going back to the, let's go Curse Room 5 room. Can of corn. Hold on. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, we swallowed the trinket, though. All right, good. That's why I don't backtrack, all right? That's why I don't backtrack. Lesson learned. Who's this guy in chat keeps trying to bait me by, like, trying to relate everything to the Canucks? That's almost as bad as the Canucks. That's almost as annoying as the Canucks are. You think I don't know they're garbage? I know they're way more garbage than you. I know the inner machinations of their garbage. I watch, like, all their games. Oh, you're so mad right now? I got you. You're like, you look at you, man. You're so mad. Unless you're a Canucks player, you couldn't possibly have the same amount of distaste for the team that I do. Streamer gets stun-locked by obvious bait in... Streamer gets stun-locked by bait in chat. Mods, hold on. Mods are starting to look at the message history? No, hey, come on. Hey, man, that's not cool. We were all just... It was all just fun and games here, man. It was all just fun and games here. Now you're starting to look at the message history? Okay, hold on. I love doing it. I love looking at the message history, too. Because you get... I think you know, if you want to know what somebody's like, observe them when they don't think anyone's watching them. Okay, I could not have phrased that creepier, but I think you get what I mean, you know? It's like you ever watch, like, you know, a true crime documentary and they've subpoenaed, like, phone records or something, and in court they're like, I never had a phone call with this person. And then they're like, we have 6 hours of taped phone calls between the accused and this hitman. And they're, so, how much will you charge me to have her murdered? Sir, is that your voice on the recording? It is not my voice on the recording. My name is name of accused. Oh, my birth certificate number? Sure, here it is. Okay, that's supper. Anyway, can of corn? Something like that? What is a birth certificate number? Well, mine's only 3 digits, so I can't even front. I don't want to accidentally give it away. It's a joke about how I'm old. It's 420. Maybe you've heard of it. I have a 1-digit birth certificate number. What's the digit? 0? Oh, that would be weird, right? Did you know Justin has a 4-digit Steam friend code? I had to add everybody. I mean, I already have Justin on my friends list, but I had to add him on... Okay, let me rephrase. I had to get his Steam friend code to make sure that I could add him for Pummel Party yesterday, so I had everybody involved just give me their friend code. And when this guy popped in with a 4-digit friend code, I was like, what the heck? It's crazy. Like, I don't know how he got it, but like I'm pretty sure mine's 8 digits or 7 digits or something. It's crazy, man. Where do you get your friend code? In Steam, if you click bottom right, add a friend, then there will be a plus button on the vertical panel. You click on that and follow the link, and it will take you to your profile where you can see your friend code. What have I done here? The Linky? I have, yeah, that's a good one. I have a 2-digit IQ number, not to flex. We've been making jokes in a similar vein for a little bit. Like, I don't mean to brag, but I took an IQ test, and I got 100. So... You should know you're dealing with somebody who's got perfect intelligence. Caffeine pill. Nutella pills, please. Lusty blood. Okay. It's... What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Clip farming, baby. 100% chance. Hold on, did we leave a trinket behind? I'm so confused. I'm like... I'm lost, man. I can no longer shop happily. You did. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Saving the brain power for Pummel Party. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Look at that. That's momentum. That's also really good, honestly. That's also fantastic. You know what? I didn't mean to buy that. I meant to buy the card. I mean, I meant to buy the key. Because I have a feeling we're going to get Guppy's tail soon. Okay, we left the trinket behind. All we got to do is win now. No, I'm sorry to say Lil Nas X will not be joining us for the for Twitch Rivals today. He's too busy fending off attacks in the media from Tipper Gore. F. Hold on, I have some messages on Discord. Let me see if everything's cool today. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's just Daniel asking if he should sell his Dogecoin. Moving on. Okay, little focus goes a long way. I know deep within me I got the Isaac skill locked in. Just gotta, you know, turn off the banter about Al Pacino a little bit. We got nothing to worry about. It's not Al anymore. It's Dunk. Dude, you got me craving a coffee, though. I feel like this is like, I only had a 1.5 coffee today. I did the thing where, you know, I had a cup of coffee, and then I was like, I got more ice. I filled up the glass with ice. I put the metal straw in it. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to have my second cup of coffee today. And then I took out the cold brew, and there was like a thimbleful left, and I was like, son of a... But you know what? It's okay. It happens. You just get, you know, you learn to ration better for the future. Sometimes, I would say it's a 60-40 split. 60% of the time I make my own cold brew. 40% of the time I purchase pre-brewed cold brew from the grocery store. One of those little conveniences to make life slightly easier in the baby era. Cold brew is very easy to make for people that are asking. You don't really need too much specialized equipment. It's literally just like a vessel containing ground coffee and cold water left overnight, and then the next day you drain it through a filter into a pitcher. That's it. It is a luck upgrade. I don't want to take my chances too much. And I was like, you know what? 11 luck isn't that spectacular. 12 on the other hand, oh baby. It's very easy. I thought he didn't backtrack. Oh, well, excuse me, I haven't been in my item room yet. Normally, I'm not going to backtrack any longer for such minor things that Earthlings cherish. I grow tired. What does Dr. Manhattan say? He's like, I'm done with this. I'm fed up with this world. Wait, so you just leave ground coffee and tap water in a vessel overnight and serve with ice cubes the day after? I mean, that's more or less, honestly, like, yes. I mean, it's very, very slightly more complicated. Like, I have a little plastic tub. You put a stopper in the bottom and then a coffee filter in after that. Then you fill it up with ground coffee and water. You leave it for 12 to 24 hours. Then you pull the stopper out and drain it into, like, whatever vessel you'd like to hold it in forever. And that's that, man. Now you got coffee for up to 2 weeks, depending on how much you consume. Yeah, I got the toddy kit. It was sent to me by Sushi Cat San several years ago, and absolutely changed my coffee habit life. Like, I prefer cold coffee to hot coffee to begin with, and then also the fact that you don't have to wait for it to brew or cool down to drink it in the morning is a nice touch. Shot speed up. Shot speed up. I'm not afraid. It's a great item. Like, I no, stop giving me credit for being zany. That's just the right decision, you know? I hate that item, though. Reroll it. Ah, man. I'm not a huge fan of Poke-Go, but we're not going to get a reroll here. I don't really care for the Bible, either. Okay, donkey. Oh, hold on. I'm blanking. Who played in The Mask? I believe you're thinking of Jim Carrey. The actor presently and formerly known as Jim Carrey. I can't take Lil Baggy even with PhD. It ruins Cursed Key. That's just a huge no. We've made that mistake too many times in the past. Excuse me? Keep talking about cold brew. I'm curious, how and why did you switch from hot coffee? So the phases of my life, I didn't drink any coffee. Then I started to drink coffee, and I drank hot coffee because it was the default, you know? You could get it at any gas station. Then I had cold coffee for the first time in Korea on a summer day, and I was like, you know, what the heck is this? This is amazing. But I didn't know how to make it at home. And then a viewer sent the cold brew kit, and I found out how easy it was to make at home, and I've never gone back since. That's the end of that. Dude, this gut seems pretty good. Am I crazy? Cold brew is just castrated coffee. Okay, here, and let me guess. Hold on. And then sparkling water tastes like TV static, and I don't like to go to the movies because they try to get me to buy a Toyota Corolla. I don't want to buy a Toyota Corolla. I already told you. I get it, okay? You're mad. It's not cold brew's fault, though. You gotta examine internally what's going on there before you take it out on just a discretionary consumer good. This will give us fire rate. He's the smartest gamer of all time. Are you a tea guy? No, tea is just castrated coffee, in my opinion. I've been saying it for years. I don't know if anybody else has picked up on that yet. I personally am not a tea guy. I don't dislike it, but I mean, like, you know, sometimes, like, after dinner, a restaurant will be like, "Can we get you any coffee or tea?" And I'm like, why? Like, I don't know. I've had some espresso after dinner before, you know. But I think I did it just to, like, flex, right? I was like, hey, maybe I'm the kind of guy that gets an espresso after dinner. And then, like, I, you know, did it for a while, and, it, you know, there's some pros and some cons. It does come with some biscotti, you're not wrong, so there's a positive there. But, I don't know, I didn't derive as much pleasure from it as I think I thought I could. Okay, okay. Biscotti low-tier snack? You know, I was gonna disagree, but I have never, I've never purchased biscotti for myself outside of a restaurant context, so I enjoy the flavor, but how much could I enjoy the flavor if I've never committed to purchasing it at a grocery store? You're making me examine a little bit about myself now. You're making me figure out what I really prioritize, and now I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking. That's pretty good. It's making me do some self-reflection. Exactly. You know, I'm just gonna say why not on that one. Our luck is, like, outrageous. Biscotti's just a way for them to sell you stale cake. And we don't like going to the movies because they just play you the advertisements. They try to get you to buy a Honda Accord. I don't want to buy a Honda Accord. I'm a Jeep guy. You know, I know. And this is LaCroix. It tastes like water. You told an alien what water is supposed to taste like, and they made another. It's not that, you know. Tell me about you as a person. Don't tell me about, like, what kind of, you know, discretionary consumer goods make you slightly upset. You know, could use some, because what drives you, man? Like, what gets you out of bed in the morning? What has you feeling good when you're closing your eyes when you go to sleep at night? That's what I want to know. Okay, this run can pop. In fact, it already did. Hold on. Necropolis 1. Dude, no joke. So I know that I've talked up the virtues of breakfast before. And, again, I don't have... I've been hit by something? I don't have all the answers, okay? But I've said a few times in the past, like, every once in a while, someone will be like, I feel kind of grumpy today. And I'll be like, do you eat breakfast? And they're like, I never eat breakfast. And then I'm like, you should try it sometime. There's a reason people do it. And then they do it. Not always. A lot of times they just want to argue instead. And then I say, my mistake. Goodbye. But, okay, that's good. 15 luck. That's pretty good. And we got to... This is not our Fool card floor, but please remind me on the next floor. Sometimes they do it. And we've seen it in chat a couple times even. They come back a couple of weeks later, and they go like, hey, I started eating breakfast after you mentioned it in an Isaac episode, and my mood is way better. And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, it turns out... Oh, no, I'm a fool? No, I'm a genius? It turns out, you know, like, for a lot of people out there, like, you're less grumpy when you're not hungry. But, I've even noticed, like, on a personal level, I don't really have a problem getting out of bed. He said, going offline, guys. I don't really have a problem getting out of bed to begin with. But if I, like, bought a breakfast I'm excited to eat, it gets me out of bed way faster. Which usually has a positive affect on my day. Like, if I buy half a dozen bagels and some cream cheese... On average, I bet I'm stalling the wake up like 10 minutes less, on average, as a rule. Come on, man. It's just place a bomb, but it's more about the principle. Yeah, I had to put some backspin on it. Are you a snooze guy? No, like, and this is like not a flex. It's actually almost like an anti-flex. I used to wake up late. I used to be like a 10 a.m. guy, or even 11 some days, which is crazy to think about looking back. There was literally, it was a formative experience for me. There was a Thanksgiving in 2018 maybe, where we went to our in-laws' place in Washington, and it's like a 3-hour drive, right? I got super tired, but we didn't leave until like, I don't know, maybe like 9. So we didn't get home until 12:30 or 1 in the morning. That was like the last day I slept in. I was so tired that like it fundamentally, in my opinion, changed me as a human being. The next day I woke up at like, excuse me? We're just practicing. The next day I woke up at 9 and I've never gone back. Now I get up at like, you know, I go to bed at like 11 because I'm tired, and then I wake up at like 7 because I'm, you know, because I went to bed at 11. And I'm in, yeah, we got the classic like baby sleep regulator. That was a good donation, man. Okay, we're going down to the next floor. Yeah. And I know I talked about it with Justin when we were doing Fall Guys Twitch Rivals, but I don't know. I just like, I'm happier waking up early. Like I don't like that feeling of waking up at like 11 and being like I wasted the whole morning. I mean, you get more of the night, but I know what you're doing with that night. Come on. You're not burning the midnight oil. You're on Discord. Yeah, I know you get like the same amount of time overall, but I don't know. I find myself using my time better in the morning than I do at night. There we go. There we go. Fool card achieved. You can call off the dogs. Yeah, plus, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the baby. Maybe this is more relatable for the parents out there. But, like, you would think maybe, like, as a new parent, the dream morning is when I, you know, don't get woken up until, like, 9, and I get a little extra sleep. That is far from the case. The dream morning is actually when I wake up, like, an hour before the baby. And I just get to, like, you know, drink a cup of coffee and hang out before the baby wakes up. That's the dream. No, I was glancing to see if we had a delivery. Metal plate. It itches. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus your dad. Yeah, I never remember what it does, but it does give you a spirit heart and, something else that I'm hoping is invincibility, but I don't know. Ouija board, I normally don't like it with Ipecac, but as the Lost, I'm gonna give it a try, man. I'm gonna give it a try. You already have Spectral Tears as the Lost? Yeah, okay. But if I didn't, then that would have been a pretty good pickup. Wouldn't you say? Okay, so this, once we get it charged, is a deal with the angel. But I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get it charged. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to double everything. We're going to pick it up. Does it come pre-charged? It doesn't. Okay. We're not going to get a charge. So we're just going to re-roll it and the other dice instead. And that's actually pretty good. Just remember, you got to keep the Fool. I'm drowsy. Nothing wrong with that, but we need the Fool card for now. Think about the trinket. Trinkets, oh, you mean like in terms of like we'd get a battery charge via consumables probably? maybe? You never have to apologize for leaving the stream to watch one of my videos. If you leave the stream to watch somebody else's stream, I'm gonna make you fill out like one of those things when you canceled Norton antivirus. That's like, we're sorry to see you go. Could you please leave an essay? Oh, it's illegal for you to unsubscribe without leaving an essay? What could I do to put you in a Prime sub today? Okay, we take, it doesn't matter. We take whatever. We leave. Do you get anything out of watching VODs? I actually don't know. Do you get advertisements when you watch VODs? No, yes, 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 yes. At the beginning, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. Then I do. I didn't know. I honestly had no idea. More than when you're live? That's true. I basically have just stopped running ads temporarily. It's worth a shot. Okay. Still tough, though. Still tough. I gotta remember. How did we screw this up last time? I can't oh, we didn't take the full card last time. No, ads are like, I mean, they're good to run, don't get me wrong. Like from a financial standpoint. But if I run like 12 minutes of ads over the course of a 5-hour stream and I miss out on one extra Isaac run that I could have done and then pushed to YouTube, it's tricky, you know? It's a tricky situation. You gotta make your choice. Please just get stomped. I think I'm scared. I don't know what you do. I shouldn't have done this. I should just try to get to home. I don't know what that is. What are you doing? What the heck are you doing? What are you, dude? Get me out of here. Okay, you juggle? That's your thing. You're a juggler? I can do a lot of damage before you finish this. He's done it. Okay, let me out. I never want to do that again. I apologize. Scared the crap out of me, man. What's the worst song that could be played at a funeral? It's an interesting question. I definitely think like Benny Hill theme is up there. I mean, it depends, you know? I mean, what's... You know, Down with the Sickness or something like that? There's a lot of stuff. But I kind of feel like if somebody deliberately picked... Here's my methodology, okay? If somebody deliberately picked the funniest song to play at a funeral, then I would laugh, because, like, their dying wish was to entertain people. That's funny. What would be the worst song, then, in that case for me, is somebody placed a lot of meaning in a song that I feel does not merit it. And instead, they were like almost like just an unbelievably overly sentimental song or something like that. Oh, that could be good, man. Like, I almost feel like if I went to somebody's funeral and they played Fireflies by Owl City, I would be like, oh, come on. I'd be like, I know they're dead, but really? They had to punish us one last time with... Come on. I will say, you know, when I was in high school, I had thought many times about, like, oh man, it's so bright in here, dude. Like, oh, if I die, like, what song do I want to have played at my funeral? And then, like, the answer I came to is, like, I don't really care. Like, you know, I'm freaking dead. I don't know. Play whatever you want to play. I don't want you to play, like, some weird song that I actually like, and then, like, you know, my aunt who I've spoken to 4 times in my entire life is gonna be like, whoa, this song's, like, kind of weird. Like, let's just save everybody the trouble and Why don't you just play like The Wind Beneath My Wings or something like that, like you were gonna do anyway, right? Like just put on the classic funeral song or funeral CD and like hit shuffle, and whatever it lands on, just, you know, just go with it. Crazy Frog Nightcore. Scream! Scream! I don't know what I would play, honestly. We could really punish him. Yeah, you could play like Only Skin by Joanna Newsom. It's 16 minutes and 15 seconds long. And then we'll see who really is sad that I died. As soon as I see people start to check their watch, I'll be like, oh, Uncle John. Okay, I see. Sorry, did you have somewhere to be? I just didn't know this funeral was gonna take so long.
He's self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to.
Is Joanna Newsom the new Steely Dan? Excuse me, Steely Dan is the new Steely Dan?
Just keep pushing me like this. I'm leaving.
Good, leave. We'll be
I don't wanna pick up Dirty Mind no more, but I'd sure like to pick up Dirty Mind. Oh yeah. Oh man, classic song. Computer, play Steely Dan Dirty Work. What's this year's Steely Dan? Summer Steely? I don't know. I'm really into the Beta Band right now. It doesn't have like a snippy name yet. I did find out because I said I said I like Supertramp, but it's like a little weird that like there's some songs where he's like, "Don't you look at my girlfriend," and then there's some songs where he just sounds like a normal guy. And then people were like, "Hey, did you know that there's 2 singers in that band?" And I was like, "What?" You blew my mind, man. I thought it was just one dude with 2 voices. I'm not joking, cause like Axl Rose does that. Sometimes he's like, "Whoa, whoa," and then sometimes he's like, "I got a bada beat, baby." I didn't realize that Supertramp was a two singer situation. I thought it was just an Axl Rose type situation. Yeah, Mike Patton's like that too. Exactly. 2 singer Marty, 2 Marty band. The Mike of the Marty. Exactly. No. Oh, I knew it was coming down, dude. I knew it was. I just saw the shot from the fly go up into outer space, and then it took so long to fall that I didn't know what was happening. That was so scary.
You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you cleanse your soul.
No, Mom, I won't. No, Colonel Sanders, your mom. I'm trying to think of songs that I've even heard at funerals. I can't even remember. Definitely, I've never been at a funeral and been like, "Oh, this is a cool song." It has. I think The Wind Beneath My Wings I have heard for sure. I think maybe Hallelujah as well. Friday night, thinking that we just might run away to some. They don't know who we are. Now I'm driving shotgun in your car. We drive through the city like explorers going 65. Swept hair goes across your face. We left on Friday, now it's Saturday. It's a catchy song, man. I wonder if anyone's ever had like the Space Jam theme song played at their funeral. It's gotta be, right? Like law of large numbers. He's so freaking tanky, dude. Oh my god. Oh, hey, easy. Bro, it's not necessarily a sad story. Someone could die of old age and then just be really into Space Jam. Probably like some of these people in chat. Either they might die in like 2090 and be like, get up and slam. Saved. Work that body, yet make sure you don't hurt nobody.
Just can't do this.
I don't know, I haven't really thought about it. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but probably I'd leave instructions to play something very self-indulgent. This is kind of humorous to me, the idea that, like, you'd be, like, dead and looking down and watching, like, all your old relatives have to listen to, like, you know, Peace Bone by Animal Collective or something like that, and they're, like, crying, but then Panda Bear's just in the background going, like, yatta, go! Okay, slash marker. He's not done it again.